I think this is just gonna be a thing of where you can just play what kind of like chapter select, but minus the chapters because there's no chapters. It's just open world. Each person has their own story. There's an overarching story. You can just play whatever and whenever and such, and just kind of free ball whatever. That's what I'm thinking this is gonna be. And there's not necessarily any kind of new game. There not any new game plus, right? Because you're not playing a new game. You're just playing one. Like the whole thing. Their lives don't stop the moment you stop playing. Their lives kind of just keep going, right? So it's kind of like you just pick up wherever, and so I don't think there's gonna be you ever start over from square one, because I think probably in terms of unlocking stuff, I don't think there's necessarily gonna be something like that other than just, hey, I'm gonna purchase this weapon. I want this, I want this weapon right now on this character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a thing. Like I don't know, like with Red Dead, the only kind of unlocking stuff there is, oh hey, you've gone to this level, so you've unlocked this part of the book of rifles that you can purchase, right?
All right.
So I think it won't be quite like that, but I think it'll be something to where it's just not necessarily unlocking stuff, just, hey, I have these weapons on this character. Because I just went to the store and bought this, and kind of things. You can buy whatever, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. This is going to be very different from a lot of other games.
Imagine getting banned for some reason.
Huh?
Actually, no, I'm being honest. Why would you get banned from this game?
Yeah,
I
don't see how that's.
There's no clear advantage that you could have besides the usual cheats and stuff like that. Those cheats are not gonna harm anyone unless you're taking that into co-op or something like that and doing something very nasty. But other than that, the minor cheats and stuff like that, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's if there is co-op.
Well, it'd be weird to even add that to something like co-op, because you're doing the same thing. You're helping each other out. You're not going against each other, I think.
Yeah.
But the problem is that if this game isn't replayable, I don't know
right
how
screen on my
long
side.
people will be interested in playing it. And multiplayer is one of those things
the first 3 videos.
Playability when done right. So I really hope we see multiplayer, and I really hope that they make these minigames a little bit tougher in conjunction with having multiplayer, so that way I can go beat my friends at hoops. Anyways, that was honestly most of what I got to experience. The web slinging, flying around the world, the cars.
I think it's more
switching characters.
It's more because. Wouldn't it be kind of tiring just to hold one button the whole time?
I guess the one last thing is again, I brought this up earlier, but I guess I'll just say it again because I feel
all you're doing
is
just doing it faster than the other person.
But I'm never going to use a fist weapon ever in my entire life if I can kill something with a gun in 3 seconds. All right, I'm just why would I ever get up close?
Because
it's for style points
and fun.
I can just pull out
style
points. Shoot him in the head twice and then. It's just done. But anyways, yeah, I had a really good time.
Style points.
But the only time that guns are cool in a way is Red Dead.
Yeah.
You're using revolvers, man.
Yeah.
Firing, being very cool, spinning your revolvers, even though that's a mod to have in single player, but yeah.
the Ananta booth. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. I just really wanted to go get hands-on with that game because I'm really stoked for it.
Somebody
I want to see what it's
said
all
that
about. So, assuming they add
TE feels like
multiplayer
more of a
and they fix some of
complete
these
game,
minigames to make them a
and
little bit
Antas
more
feels like
challenging,
it's
or
still
something you
missing
can
some
use your
stuff.
friends in, you know, this could be really amazing.
What feels
But if
like
they
a
don't
complete
do
game?
that, I am concerned about the replayability
Anta.
of this game. Let me know what you guys think down below, though. And thanks for listening to me yap at the speed of sound. I'll have a couple more videos like this.
They're saying that NTE feels like more of a complete game.
Oh, in NTE, the one that I said that looks meh.
Yeah. Again, NTE, or what they said, feels more of a complete game than what Anta has right now. That kind of feels like it's still missing some stuff.
I mean, eh.
It's coming out for like Duet Night Abyss and stuff too. So thanks everyone. I'll catch you later.
No! Is no gotcha a scam? How can no gotcha be a scam?
This is gonna get muted. This is gonna get muted.
That's fine. Oh, his drumstick's gone. His drumstick was gone.
Oh.
Also, Keyboard Girl does not look happy.
What, does not look happy?
The Keyboard Girl.
Oh. Oh.
What?
They really want him to dance.
That's crazy. 2, 1. No way. Wait a second. Wait a second. No way. No way. No way.
Whoever's playing is missing on the notes.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're getting a small combo on. Oh, never mind. They dropped it.
Project Diva.
Yeah. I think Project Diva was a Dreamcast game, wasn't it? Or something like that?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Oh, now they got a combo, finally.
That's crazy. Man, what game have they not put in there?
I don't know.
Dang. $25 of banana feature showcase.
Hold on, what's...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to talk about the game that you have on the screen right now. Because Ananta has, without a doubt, blown a lot of the gacha space away with its first bit of news in the past 24 hours, right? They've gone ahead, they released a gameplay trailer. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. There's like great stuff going on over here. A lot of interactivity, a lot of comedic relief, a lot of very cool mechanics. Like, I mean, like this one over here where you're like switching characters and now you're shooting people after getting stuck up. It looks awesome. But that isn't the only piece of news that the Ananta team has blessed us with as of late. They've got more. Because apparently, from this translated article that you're seeing on the screen from Famitsu, Ananta apparently has specifically, and this is the key word, guys, no character gacha. It's not at the level of, without slipping, all playable characters can be welcomed as long as you play. I don't feel like a lot of people have been up to date with how Ananta was going to monetize, what type of game it was actually going to be. A lot of people just knew that it was going to be like a competitor to NTE, and it was really going to have the GTA vibes. They have 1000% fulfilled those promises of being that NTE competitor and having 100% GTA-oriented vibes. The thing is, though, I think I actually know what's going on over here. And people that are going to go ahead and think that this is going to be like the most free-to-play friendly game ever might be in for a bit of a rough surprise. It's no joke at all, right, that the gacha space has been positively receiving news about games that are doing things like dropping the 50-50 system completely, like NTE, or like Duet Night Abyss, removing the character gacha completely, the weapon gacha, and then, you know, making all the stuff grindable in the game. However, I think Ananta's actually completely different. And from what we're seeing over here, it might even be way more GTA inspired than we had originally thought. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I think that this is going to be a very story-based game. And these characters that you're seeing over here, right? You're not going to unlock them. You'll just like meet them in the story. And then the customization that's actually going to be occurring will likely be a lot more focused around, let me just go find it. Stuff like this. And you want to know another game within this genre where you can go ahead, buy new clothes for your characters, right? Spend resources, do all of this customization. It's literally GTA. And so the viewpoint that I have is that, yes, there's not going to be a character gacha. That's, you know, that's pretty clear. They're not going to have that. But there's a reason why you kind of only see this character, right? You only see, obviously, the main character as well, and that little, you know, midget with the white hair down here. They actually have like a really good showcase of exactly the feature that I'm talking about. So you see over here, right? You got the character switch function. I think that like these are all the playable characters in the game. It's not going to have a particularly wide roster. So I'm just thinking that these guys are all naturally met in the story. You get like a crew of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Probably 3 max.
I think, you know what would be cool of how they release characters? Like, here, in this update, you only get those 6 characters that you see, right? Yeah. And then next big update, let us release maybe 2 or 3 new characters into the mix. And you're just going to happen to meet them and then do their story.
Yeah.
And that's it. Nothing, just do the story, and then once you're, let's say, do the first mission of them, you have them unlocked, and then do whatever. Or when you meet them or something like that. That would be really neat, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. No, like, stupid requirements. You just meet them.
Yeah, you just meet them. You just have to...
Yeah.
Like based on everything that has been said, you just have to play.
Yeah.
Which means like some characters may not be obvious as to where they are in the story or where they are in the city and how you meet them and how you get to them and all that kind of stuff. You could just have to play the game and find people.
Yeah.
Interact with the game, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
And probably like the gacha aspect will be, will you be able to find the people at the right time, at the right moment, in the right place, kind of a thing, right?
Or you just go to that spot whenever, and yeah.
Yeah. Are they there? Are they here? No, not today. All right, come back tomorrow. Are they here? Oh, here.
To meet up with you and then accompany you on like those story missions. But this is the thing. I don't think the roster of this game is going to be large. I don't think it's going to be that big.
Should be okay.
I think that you're going to have new cities that you can go to, right? New expansions, that sort of stuff.
And since it was 4 days ago, yeah, his information is out of date now.
Yeah.
But they confirmed that there's going to be new cities and stuff like that and all that.
which I was like, well, imagine if there are going to be, then flying over to somewhere and we're going on a road trip. That's going to be so cool.
You know what would be cool? With like going other places. Maybe what happened if there's like some sort of city that's close to the mountains and it's mostly snowy over there, or another place you can go to is somewhere more tropical, like the Bahamas.
Yeah, tropical, like in the Bahamas. The go to the beach, like a beach city and a mountain retreat city,
or go more somewhere like Shanghai or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think right now with the city right now is very already like Japan already, because the buildings that we already saw is very Japanese.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe they do New York. Something like New York. Have a Times Square.
Yep, Times Square or
and
Paris.
then you meet like a new group of people, but they're all just going to be unlocked right off the rip. And I don't really think, especially based off of how I've seen the combat in the game, it might feel like all the characters actually play the same. Because what we're going to notice over here is I'll show you a bit of a combat showcase.
I mean, that might be fine because we did see a lot of universal animations that all the characters
there were
have.
universal, yeah.
But the thing
there were universal.
The thing that was really separate from the others is, like, again, MC is the only one that can do the Spider-Man stuff. Police lady has their own cruiser and their 1 or 2 unique weapons, but that doesn't really give a big impact. And then the bunny girl has her own vehicle. It's just gonna be like that. But which I think they all have their own counters. That's the thing.
Yeah, like their own like. Well, I mean, there's the like all the weapons that you can like pick up from the world and such. Those have like I was noticing that those have like a universal counter.
Yeah.
But the character specific weapons have unique counters.
Yeah. But I think with that, I think it's gonna be, let's say, the MC's overhead throw kind of deal to throw them onto the ground. I think they might do a thing with body types. So any normal height dude like the MC is gonna have the same kind of throwing. And then anyone that's short like the bunny girl is gonna have that kind of throwing. Anyone that's tall as that police girl is gonna have that similar throw or the same throw. Unless they go into detail like the characters in Wooloo. I mean, you've seen most of the characters in Wooloo, right?
Yeah.
All of them have their unique animations and stuff like that. Everything is completely different. It's not the same. And it's more apparent in 2.0 characters.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's the same is the body types. You have the very tall woman, and then the normal height woman, short people, or short lady, and then the very short people. Same with the guys, blah, 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 and so on.
From within the demo. And what you'll be able to see is this is one character they use their fists as well, so that's one weapon. They also have the tennis racket or the badminton racket over here. Then they have this hammer as well. That's 3. Golf club, that's 4. Guns, RPG. It really seems like the characters might not actually have like specific kits or anything like that. It literally looks like
it doesn't really look like
just gonna have access to a bunch of different weapons. And then from there, right, a bunch of different weapons, and then maybe weapons are the stuff that there's like a gotcha on. All of that, but everyone's going to have access to all the same tools. And then the main customization that you have is what the characters look like. I don't think that this is necessarily an issue. I don't think that this is a problem. I think that having like a bit more of like a limited cast of characters, everybody's free, you've got baseline customization, and they all kind of have like the same attacks. I don't think that's really that much of an issue.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The thing is, if you're looking for a gacha title, I do think that this game might like really throw off what some of the expectations of people, the expectations from some people in the space, right?
I mean, yeah, but they're doing something completely different.
Yeah, they're doing something
besides
it's not
besides mashing a lot of games together in one game.
Yeah. They're doing something different by doing something that's already been done, but twisting it all together.
And they got some big license too, and Sony, Marvel. I mean, those are pretty big.
Yeah, those are pretty big.
This is not like Duet Night Abyss, where Duet Night Abyss is launching with like 30 characters on the roster. They all have unique kits. They all have different weapon specialties. They all have like different skills, stuff like that. Maybe these characters will have those. Maybe like minor boosts, right? Like how in GTA 5, Trevor has like his rage mode. Michael has the slowdown while shooting. And then Franklin, right, gets the...
But that's what it is already.
Yeah.
Again, MC has Spider-Man, Cop Lady has her own car and everything, and being a cop.
Police mechanics.
Yeah, and Bunny Girl has her own vehicle.
The time slowdown when he's driving his car.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have like some minor stuff like that that's usable in the overworld, but I don't necessarily feel like we're going to get like fully fleshed out, completely different kits like you would in a game like Duet Night Abyss or like you would in, like literally any gacha. And just as like further reinforcement of the idea that the characters are going to function probably more as like MC skins with a special ability or two, when you go onto the Ananta website right now and look at the character menu, you've actually only got about 4 of them available. You've got Captain, Taffy, the Paimon sounding one, Richie, who of course we saw a lot in the trailer with the tail, and then Seymour, the guy that I don't know why he has that mask on, but that's it. So you got 4 of them showing up currently right now, with, I would imagine, more showing up in later versions when the story's focused on them. But this is why I'm giving the take of this game not having a character gacha kind of feels like it doesn't really mean anything because it doesn't really have that many characters in the first place. It almost wouldn't make sense for any of these guys to be on a gacha at all. I would just hesitate to really make any crazy claims about, Ananta's going to be the best free-to-play game ever. This is going to be like a gacha with like, a bunch of different characters, or like this is just basically a free gacha where every character is going to have a super unique kit and do like a bunch of different things. I think this is literally going to be like GTA in terms of what the characters are. Where in GTA, right, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor basically play exactly the same in the overworld, aside from like some of their baseline abilities. But everything else is identical between those 3. And from what I'm seeing in Ananta, seeing the character have access to in this menu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different weapons. I don't really know.
Plus the second page.
It feels like these characters are more like
second
skins
page could be anything
for the gameplay, and then you can have additional customization and maybe a unique ability or two on top of it. We don't have a lot of details. I don't want to make wide sweeping broad conclusions, but I could also say this is a little bit deceptive in the marketing. If it is really just like GTA, I think the marketing is a little bit deceptive, right? Because when people are thinking about a gacha with no gacha, they're thinking about like Duet Night Abyss, where all of the characters, once again, have unique kits, unique abilities. All
well,
of
have they ever actually advertised themselves as a gacha game, though?
Look like
I don't know. Not really, because
what I've seen so far.
Right now, and I kind of agree what he's trying to say. Right now,
yeah,
like,
I agree with what he's saying.
The last few things that they've been doing were just trailers of stuff and nothing else.
Yeah.
But until the 2 videos that they showed, the reveal trailer of what they've been doing, and then the gameplay trailer, and that's it. Then we have your all those really rough, raw videos of people playing the game, and that's it. There's like I don't know how to put it. Is like they haven't really shown any of the obvious part of
finer aspects of the game.
They haven't showed the if there is actually going to be no gacha whatsoever. But the only the information that we have right now is some of the monetizations is going to go into the customization, clothing, and having limited clothing and stuff like that, or limited whatever and all that.
Yeah,
which I think is fine. I mean, again, with what I said from the other day, a character from either Star Rail, Wooloo, or something like that, it's like a range of $100 or $200 just to get everything. Like the character themselves and the weapon or whatever. A lot of money for one person. And then I would say what sells off, like for example, Galbrina is coming out in 12 days or so, right? She looks amazing, blah blah blah. Her character and everything looks really cool, and her weapons that she has are also very cool. But the fact that Wooloo is not really giving you that much reward, so like I got most of it, I guess, but not enough to get both. I think right now, I had to drop a little bit of money just to even,
unless you're lucky,
be safer or get lucky. That's the thing, get lucky. But I haven't been lucky, so.
But yeah, so I think for some reason, and this is a kind of a funny assumption that I've been noticing that everyone makes, is that when an anime game releases, like there's something about anime games that everyone assumes it's anime game. Oh, it's a gacha. Unless, it's like Tail Rise or, something like that. That's like, specifically, but when you have a game like Anata or any of these things,
Yeah.
everyone seems to immediately assume that it's a gacha because, anime game, right? All anime games are gacha.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing, even when it was Project Mugen, I don't remember seeing this ever being advertised or listed or talked about that from the people that, yes, this is going to be a gacha game. It was only ever talked about in the light of anime GTA.
But actually, well, if you think it that way, then because minus all the live streams and all that, like Weathering Ways, like with their stuff has never really showed the gacha part. The only time you get to see it is during the live streams for the updates, or just getting into the game. But that's only it. That's their selling point. And with Antha here, it's really hard to tell, like, if it's still considered a gacha game, or they're just not, like, actually just not showing that part. And the fact that it doesn't seem there's any car customization from hearing and what we saw already. It's
no, there is. They just didn't have it in the demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there is car customization. It wasn't in the demo.
That's still kind of my point. They kind of avoided a couple of things in the demo. Like, for example, from the other day, is like that person didn't really explore everything in the apartment.
Well, I think because they were just, I think because they weren't a gamer and they're just like,
Oh no,
well,
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that, but you don't know that for sure, right?
yeah, I mean, don't know that for sure, but just the way
Like some
that
of
they were,
yeah,
what they were doing, it was just like, yeah, there's no curiosity geared towards the apartment whatsoever.
right.
It is just very kind of
But it's
mindless.
like the video that we watched, that was in a different language entirely, so we don't know. Don't know.
But yeah, this is not a gotcha game. This never was a gotcha game,
It's too.
and I think they're coming.
It just yeah. It really shows that it's not going to be a gotcha game right now, but man, it could be anything.
I don't like. I'm not one to automatically assume, hey, anime game, gotcha game, right? I think this is just a straight up triple A anime game, right?
Yeah.
Basically, this is just a GTA, Red Dead, whatever anime game, right? It's just another one of those games, but it's just anime. There's
Yeah.
no gotcha, there's no anything like that. It's just like with GTA, there's just gonna be stuff that you can buy, just straight up. Hey, you want this? They'll release limited time stuff. You can just buy it if you want to, right?
Yeah.
No gotcha. I
Let's
think
buy.
I want more games, right? Right. I kind of like the whole anime aspect of everything, right? It's nice because it's stylized and everything. I mean, there is some kind of nice bit for games being like really realistic and everything, but I don't know. It gets to a point where it's a little too realistic. I kind
No.
of like the stuff being stylized. So, yeah, I would like more normal, whatever AAA games that are anime. That
Right. Yeah.
and I think
That
that's
make
what
any
Aneta
general.
is trying to achieve, or basically steer the narrative of gaming back to, pretty much.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Excommunication.
It would be nice to just buy this thing right off the bat and not go for a gotcha for it.
Which I'm pretty sure that they have specifically said that that's what it is.
Make it
There's
like
no gotcha.
make it $10, make it $20 or something like that, or make it $15 just to get it.
Yeah.
I think a game that's very scummy, like that does all of that, is Girls Frontline 2. Girls Frontline 2 has a character gotcha, a weapon gotcha. I think in the latest update in the CN, outfit gotcha. Unfortunately, I think, or the thinking of that. You have a lot of bundles and stuff like that. You can also buy outfits from the store, and I think I showed you one of the outfits that cost $29.99 for it. When
I don't know.
the majority of the outfit that comes out in that game are about $12 or $14, not $29.99. But the huge funny part is like in that right now I still play Girls Frontline 2. And I have, since I haven't been rolling like for every single character, I have a little bit over 40,000 of the funny currency to roll, and I have about 100 tickets just because I haven't been rolling for every single character. So like earning that kind of currency is very, very high if you're not rolling for every character that comes out.
Actually, you know what? That there's a way to say that this is not a gotcha. There's just money. There's no like like resource farming. I mean, they haven't showed it, but there hasn't been any indication of any kind of, you know, resource other than money.
Yeah.
So if there's not resources, like there are in gacha games, this is not a gacha game. Because what else would you use to pull for stuff in a gacha?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Realizations just yet. So I do think that there's a bit of a catch here. I do think that this is something that needs to be explored further, because specifically in this title,
I think so,
another thing that I want to hone in on, it has no character gacha. I think it's pretty intentional that it says over here explicitly character, because, well, look at this menu over here, right? If the characters are just skins of the MC, it would make a good bit of sense for things like cars, clothing, weapons, so on and so forth, right? It would kind of make sense for those to be potentially from a gacha. Maybe they're paid. But I do think it's a little bit sus that it says specifically no character gacha. Then we see in the gameplay over here an MC using 8 different weapons. And as far as I'm concerned, nothing actually differentiating a character from another character in the gameplay. Like, you see all the gameplay over here, right? There's nothing that makes any of these individual characters actually stand out. And if there
I disagree with that.
I feel like it would be in the trailer. I could be entirely wrong about this, right? You can see a gold.
You are.
No, it doesn't make sense to lock weapons behind. Gotcha. Weapon can be found around
the weapon
map.
bar. This looks like a common weapon. The claver, blue. Then you got purple for the SRs, and then you got the gold flamethrower for the SSR weapon. So, I'm going to be honest, guys. Maybe some CCs that have been making some kind of early takes on the specifically no character gacha. Maybe they got to go back and rewatch some parts of the video. Because I've been seeing a lot of talk, a lot of motion about how this game's going to have no gacha at all completely. Then I see gold SSR weapons and SR purple weapons and blue common weapons. And then in the article that everyone's referencing where it has no gacha anymore, it specifically says no character gacha. Maybe these are craftables. Maybe all those CCs, I haven't watched their videos yet. Maybe they've gone ahead and they've talked about this as well. But I do think, like, this whole no character gacha focus and then seeing purple, gold, SSR, SR weapons is... That is some interesting marketing. I will tell you that, right? Because a lot of people are riding the hype off of that whole Duet Night Abyss, no gacha. I don't think it's even slightly similar. I don't think it's slightly similar at all. And there might be some people that are getting the definitions a little bit mixed up, because no character gacha here, I think we're slowly beginning to figure out what it means. So I would expect monetization for this game to mainly exist through things like the weapons. The characters look like skins of the MC that will have access to all the weapons. And of course, right, they should also have access to probably premium clothing that you're going to be able to get from potentially pulling on another gacha or through some kind of like cash shop or, you know, premium outlet over there. I may be just like reading into this whole specific no character gacha too much. But this also tells me only characters have no gacha, but everything else is up on the table for having gacha and having monetization and that sort of feature. My final
there won't
take
be
on
any
this
end
issue
game.
is wait and see and depth feature. My final take for having gacha and having monetization.
The purple
and that
name
sort
there.
of feature. My
There won't be
final
any
take on
end game
this
question
issue
mark.
is wait and see, and everything else is up on the table.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
For having gacha and having monetization.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of true.
My final take on this issue is wait and see.
Yeah, I mean,
and definitely don't draw any conclusions and do not make any comparisons. If you want to be taken seriously,
comparison that's already been done.
Duet Night Abyss, or even like really any gacha game that's on the market right now, because we need more details.
Yes.
I want to know why there are SR weapons, why there are common weapons, why they have SSR ones. I want to know if the gear, let's be honest, guys, there's SR gear. There might be legendary gear as well. It might all...
I think, yeah, you're right, because you can see the color like right under here. There's purple, there's gray, and then there's I think blue right there. But the thing, take a look, like as they're hovering over, there's nothing unique about it. It doesn't give any stats or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just clothing. What my guess is just something that's like, like an indie game like Skyrim or like any of those kind of games. Yeah, they have kind of some of those games have color grading systems of like, hey, this item's a bit more premium, or this is like, because there are games with customization. It's not gacha or anything, where the clothing is like, hey, this is kind of like basic clothing that you can unlock or buy, and then this is like the fancier clothing that you can buy. It's a little bit more expensive money wise,
Yeah.
So that's essentially. I mean, and you can just see the price. Like, I mean, the price between, like that blue top, the blue coated top, and one of the purple coated tops.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high price jump, right?
Yeah.
That just means, but that's all it is. It's just a higher price jump because it's it's like buying your Old Navy clothing versus your Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is, right?
Oh God, that would be kind of maybe a little bit scummy. Like the whole out of this restaurant or clothing. Oh, since it's made from France or Paris, it's more expensive because it has that. Or like you said, oh, this bra or purse or whatever has the Gucci thing, a label or whatever on it, which makes it more expensive because it has Gucci on it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that specifically, like, it's stuff is going to be more expensive because it's like, oh, it has this label on. More so just like, this is more, like, that outfit's more expensive because, I don't know, it's a little bit more decked out. It's a little bit more something. I don't know. It's a little bit more decked out of a top or something. Or
I think that would be kind of
it's
bad.
a fancier top.
I think that would be kind of bad. It's like, hey, like for example, this top right here, the gray one, it's only $5, and you can get it for $5 real. Oh, this top over here that's purple or orange or whatever, yeah, that's $15 or $20 for just that top.
Well, it's like, it would be like, hey, your basic t-shirt, right? Versus, a dripped out polo, button down, something like
But
that.
I'm saying more like, man, that $20 top better be, fucking amazing or something like that. It better do something like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, do something. None of the clothing's gonna do
No,
anything.
I know clothing doesn't obviously do anything. I'm just saying, like, this thing better show its worth.
It's
or something like that. Like, besides just looking pretty.
well, I mean, that's all the clothing that customization is, though.
It's like the dark. Hey, you see that top right here?
Yeah,
that's $40. You want it? And you can't use in-game currency for it. You have to pay real money for it. For this, or not just this top right here. The whole top section here, all single, like every single thing is like 40, 30, 20, and so on. And you can't get it like with this money right here. Or something like that. I don't know. Probably not gonna do that, but who knows? I don't know.
I mean, I think
but do you see what I'm trying to say?
Well, yeah, but I think that's from the aspect of a gacha game, or like, I mean, look at what GTA, or just a simple, not as simple, but a normal game. I think we gotta remove. everyone has to remove the assumption of like cash grab game, gotcha, all that stuff, right?
I think
everyone's trying to jump to conclusions about the monetization, everything, and just like the clothing there, like it's just clothing, right?
I think
that's all it is, and the monetization is just
the
specialty stuff, right?
Yeah, I think the best way to handle outfits or skins or whatever for this game is do what League of Legends is doing. With like just unlocking skins or outfits.
Yeah.
You just a one-time thing, you have it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But the thing is that this is just clothing, right? This is not skin or, I think I don't know. I'm coming from this in a very different direction.
We need to wait and see what happens before we, like he said, before we draw any conclusions to anything that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think people are drawing conclusions from the basis of a gacha game
because we haven't had something completely different
or a cash grab game. I'm coming from the perspective of like games from ye old time.
Yeah, let's finish this video first. Because we do have some other videos.
Right? Even the weapons. Maybe all of this stuff is bought in the shop and all you're buying are like skins for the weapons. This is the thing. This title doesn't say no character and weapon gacha. This title doesn't say no gacha. It's specifically
and the fact that you can just pick weapons up from the world.
Not let the hype get too crazy.
You can literally just pick weapons up from the world. We saw that in the gameplay.
With the expectation that they can unlock everything in the game for free outside of skins.
I think I
have one of the rudest awakenings ever when you can't use this flamethrower unless you spend $300. Because that could be the future. That could be the case if there's a weapon gacha. And I'm just going to be honest with you, right?
VTuber
you go in thinking you're going to get all this stuff for free, and then it could cost you $300 to use this flamethrower. You're going to be kind of fucking mad. That's what I would imagine. One last additional thing that I'll mention here while we're on the weapon wheel is these weapons also have durability. We don't know if this is going to be durability that you repair from like spending the game's regular currency. We don't know if this is like something that gets refreshed after every mission so that you're incentivized to pull multiple weapons to be able to clear a mission. There's not a lot of details out on these systems. And I feel like once we have more details on these systems, we can truly see just how predatory or how player-friendly the monetization is.
That's fair because all he knows is gacha.
And saying this is like God's gift to gacha players,
I think
it's a bit of a stretch. I just want people to temper their expectations until we get some more news. Because could be in for one of the rudest.
This is from 4 days ago.
This is like an analogy I always like to use. Drinking vodka is something that you can do. Right?
Nice.
It might take some practice, but most people can take a sip of vodka and there's not really an issue. However, if you think you're sipping water and then you end up with vodka in your mouth instead, you might immediately vomit. Imagine you're super thirsty. You take a sip of something, or you take a chug of something, and you think it's water, but it's actually vodka. You'll end up throwing up, choking, doing all of that stuff. And this is the situation over here. I don't want people thinking this is going to be like Duet Night Abyss. Same, like, absolutely no monetization anywhere outside of skins or, purchasing things directly. They think it's water, and then they end up getting vodka when they have to pay $300 for, an SSR weapon. That's just my final take. Again, I'm very hyped for this game. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks awesome. I love, like, the design of the story, the driving, the missions, all of that. But I'm not going to go ahead and praise it as God's gift to gacha, or that it doesn't have gacha at all.
It's not out for
this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I don't think it's God's gift to gacha because it's not a gacha. It's not a gacha. It's a normal. It is a normal game. It is
well, actually,
game.
I get that, but we don't know that. We don't know that if there's going to be completely no gacha whatsoever. All it says is no character gacha. And that's
because I think a lot of people are making the assumption that because that's mostly what gacha is,
because
though, is character
the
gacha.
thing
I mean,
is,
there's the weapon gacha and
yes,
everything.
I get that, Dark, but what I'm saying is because since it's like literally listed as a gacha game in that category, so yeah, people will
Well,
say,
is that something that they listed themselves, or is that something that everyone else is listing for them?
no, it's because of like literally trying to compete with NTE. NTE has gacha in it, or not, or some sort of gacha in it. From what I'm
Well,
hearing,
are they trying to compete with that, or are they just trying to make a normal game that's and like literally just a normal game that's just anime GTA? I think everyone is making so many assumptions solely based on a gacha aspect because it's anime. It's like, oh, they're trying to compete with NTE. Oh, they're trying to compete with this, gacha
all
that.
right. Hold on for a moment. I searched it up on Google. Despite all appearances, upcoming free-to-play open-world RPG, Anta isn't a gacha game, only changing for cosmetics and furniture. On November 29, 2024, Project Musen was titled Anta. The game was approved for release in China in 2025. It was confirmed that the game doesn't have a gacha system for a character. This means that you obtain characters by progressing through the game. And let's see what type of game it's Anta is open world, blah blah blah. And that's about it right now. That's all the information we have. But I think that another problem with, and I think I know what they're trying to say, and we already said it already, like a few times just now, is like everybody thinks that there's gonna be no gacha in Anta at all. But I was like, I mean, I can say whatever about it, but we just don't have enough information, like you said in the video.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have enough information, but I don't know.
It could be that rude awakening too, like you said. That it turns out it has some sort of gacha in it. Oh man, we didn't see that coming or whatever, right?
I just don't. With what we've seen, I don't see how they could do gacha because, like, I don't know. For me, the way I'm thinking about this is just from a normal perspective, from the way games used to be.
Oh god, this is I'm reading something from Reddit like 9 months ago. Yes, it's pretty obvious it's a gacha. There's no way they will give all the characters we've seen so far for free. Mind you,
Why wouldn't they?
Mind you, this is 9 months ago, so it was
thing.
No, wait, Dark, before you fly off the handle. This is before they said there's no character gacha. Like this is before they confirmed it. So
I know.
And this dude right here is man, aged like some fine milk, Lamau.
Yeah, that should prove my point right there. Everyone is coming from everyone's making the assumption that, oh, anime game, cash grab, whatever stuff, right? Oh, there's no way this can be free. Why would it be free? Why would we have these things for free? It's not like there used to be games 20 years ago where, or even 15 years ago, where that literally was the case. right? Normal games where that was like that was what the game was, was like there was no like, oh, you have to pay for this character kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the only thing that was the case for was League of Legends. But hey, you know what? There was free rotation. Was it a gacha? No. You could do a one-time purchase, get whatever character you wanted. Or if you didn't want to, and you just want to be free to play, right? So to speak, the whole idea of free to play. You just play whatever character was on the free rotation, right?
I think people like Santontas and a lot of CCs are too hang up on the sentence of the game doesn't have a gacha system for characters.
Right. And for me, what I take that as is because the primary thing that is gacha in gacha games is characters, right? Weapons is kind of very secondary, and most of the game, or there's a good bit of the games that don't necessarily like have weapons, so to speak, right? It's really just the whole bit about gacha is the characters.
Yeah.
So saying that there's no character gacha being the primary system of gacha games, there is no gacha.
Yeah. We just have to wait and see,
Welcome
Dark.
to the TGS 2025 Capcom Online Special Program. For today's show, we'll be covering updates to games that are out now, plus new info on upcoming titles. So don't miss a moment and watch till the very end. Also, the titles shown today will be available to play at Tokyo Game Show 2025.
Nothing super exciting here that I'm seeing.
Pragmata? What is Pragmata?
Some new title that they have.
I mean, the Resident Evil's exciting to me.
Resident Evil Requiem and Resident Evil Cyber Epic Unit. Oh, what that is.
Come join us at the Capcom booth to experience the games hands-on. Without further ado, here's the first
That's
title.
another thing I don't get the perspective of everyone booing about. It's like, I don't know.
The shelter.
I guess I'm just a different breed of
here.
gamer.
What do you mean? In what?
Now maybe we
I
can
just
upgrade
all
our
aspects,
stuff.
like everyone being like, "Oh, boo, the new Resident Evil," right? It's like, "Oh, we're going back, boo," and everything. It's like, I
mean,
think that's actually really cool. Going back after the nuke was dropped and everything, that's pretty cool.
I think. I mean, I'm not saying anything about it. It's more of what my friend said. Like weeks ago, like, oh no, what is another zombies thing? What are they gonna do new this time? Because let's see, there's 9 Resident. Well, not really 9 Resident Evil, but there's 9 Resident Evil games, and then you have, I think, a few spin-offs from that game, that Resident Evil, and all of them. For the most part, is about zombies, except for 7 and 8. 7 and 8 is different. 7 is about some sort of sludge that around from some sort of lab, and from what I heard from 8, Lady Demetrius and the 3 girls, right? From what Conti told me, they're bugs.
Yeah, they're bugs. That's what I was talking about last night. They're bugs.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing about Resident Evil 8 is that it's a prequel. Resident Evil 8 is a prequel to 1, 2, and 3.
Really? Is it? Wait,
Yeah.
is it placed before 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Really, I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Yeah, because there's a whole thing of where you see basically the origins of Umbrella, or at least, where Umbrella got a lot of their stuff.
That means Umbrella used to be blue colored and used to save a lot of things, I guess. And Crystal's part of it too. But then I guess in 5 he kind of got out of that.
Yep.
So
and 7 is after everything, right?
what do you mean after everything?
So 7 is basically 7 comes after. So they go from zombies, right? That whole thing failed after all that. Now they're going into a subset kind of thing, right?
Let's see. When
it's the next of the 7 is the next evolution. 8 is a prequel.
So
and then you have the time period of zombies where
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard takes place mid 2017. Oh. Okay, that doesn't make sense. No. Hold on.
It takes place later than all the other games.
Wait, so is it 7A is a prequel or is it not a prequel?
7's not a prequel. 7's just the next installment. 7 is
the
next installment. 8 is the prequel.
Oh.
Yes.
The prequel to 7 or what?
No, the prequel to everything.
Right, they went way back.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't really make sense still, because 7 was about the sludge and everything, blah blah blah.
Well, actually, 7 might be part of the prequel. I don't.
Because let me finish my thought. Because 7 talks about Ethan. Okay, this is gonna be spoilers a little bit. Dying, right, and becoming part of this whole sludge thing and all that. And it's the reason why when you cut off his hand or something, you can just put it back on and all that.
Yeah.
In 8. It talks about him and everything, but Chris Redfield and all that.
Oh yeah. Wait.
And then later.
No, yeah, 7 and 8. So yeah, 7 and 8 are prequels. 7 and 8 are before everything.
Because 8 continues on that, and and so forth. So I'm reading here on this Reddit. It says, where does RE7 fit into the timeline? It takes place around 4 years after 6, apparently. It is the latest installment chronologically, but but also low key a soft reboot. It's like you can pick it up with the basic understanding of RE franchise and still understand what is going on. RE7 is the latest game, blah blah blah, but it is separate enough from the main series that playing it doesn't offer any spoilers to other games. What's interesting is that RE5, there appears to be a document articling in the protagonist in RE7, Easy Winters. Blah blah blah. And 7 vaguely referenced tiny elements of Code Veronica, 5 Revelations, and Umbrella Corp's game, but you don't really need to know those games. It's a direct plantation in the southern United States, specifically in Louisiana. I can't even pronounce that. Louisiana. The game follows civilian Ethan Winters, as he searches for his wife, Mia, who sends a cryptic message from being missing for 3 years. It follows the events of RE6, which took place in 2013. The beginning, the demo hour is 27.
Maybe I'm confused because in 8 you go into a cave and you go into everything and you basically see the beginnings of Umbrella, like where everything began, and basically Umbrella began with the mutamycete, whatever thing that the fungus. They started with the fungus, and then from the fungus they developed because you see documents. It's like, from this fungus we can develop viruses and do stuff and everything that in there, and that's where the T virus being the zombie started.
Yeah, I'm just looking at something here. Okay, that's the sequel. Well, it doesn't really see. All right, so what happened if I just do this instead? The timeline for everything. All right, so first up, Resident Evil 0, which is before 1 and all that. And then you have Resident Evil, and then 2, and then 3. Okay, that's all in order. There's just not much to it. Besides, let's see. Resident Evil is the 5th game released in the series, but the first chronological. Wow, I can't even. Takes place just before the events of Resident Evil. Right. That's fine because it just tells you how Rebecca got to the house, the mansion to begin with, right?
Mm.
And then Resident Evil just shows what happened at that mansion and all that. 2 Resident Evil 2 taking place 2 months after 0 and 1 together.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3, but for the sake of simplicity, we recommend playing it after 2. Resident Evil 3 the first part of Resident Evil 3 takes place before RE2, and then the second part takes place after. Yeah, it takes place after. So, yeah, 3 just takes place before RE2 and then after RE2.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
2 and 3 are kind of like 2 and 3 are basically all within the same
same place but different place.
Yeah.
And then you have Resident Evil Code Veronica, a classic now. Advances the timeline by a couple of months and sees Claire Redfield continue the search for her brother Chris. That began in RE2. This time Claire searches her takes her to an umbrella facility in France. Blah blah blah. Okay, and then RE4. Oh man, the beloved. Blah blah blah. That talks about that. Let's talk about that. So RE4 is definitely after RE2, obviously. It's its own thing, kind of almost. And then you have RE Revelations. It's set between 4 and 5. And then moving on, 5. Resident Evil 5 takes 5 years after RE4. Does that sound about right to you?
I'm actually trying to remember what RE5 is.
RE5.
I think that's when where you go to Africa.
Yes.
I think
you take control as Chris and Sheva. Looking at
Sheva, right?
Looking into this I guess a collaboration with Umbrella and a different company. And then after 5, Resident Evil 5 is Resident Evil Revelation 2. Revelation 2 is set between 5 and 6. It brings back to it brings back Claire again into the spotlight for the first time since Code Veronica, blah, blah, blah. Moving on to 6 now. That tells an even more sprawling, blah, blah, tell than RE5. It is, and Resident Evil 7. A reinvented franchise in the series in several ways. It is a return to RE, return to that's blah, blah, blah. Despite all the changes, RE7 still exists on the series canonically timeline, presumably taking place in the modern day sometime after RE6. So the guy that says in the Reddit, I guess RE7 was somewhat of a soft reboot.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, RE7 did take place sometime after 6. Moving on to Resident Evil Village, which is RE8 of Ethan Winters, set 3 years after the events of what happened in 7.
Yeah.
And then you had the DLC.
I guess 8 wasn't necessarily proof. It was just that they showed like 8 showed where Umbrella began.
Yeah. Here's the kicker: the DLC in Shadow of Rose DLC, because what's her face, Rose, or not Rose? What's her name? Ethan's daughter. Since she got taken,
Rose.
She got taken, right? At some point in 7 or 8.
That it was a deal. Well, she got the baby form of her got taken in 8. By Mother Miranda.
Okay.
When she was a baby.
All right.
To try to do the whole thing with Evelyn, which Evelyn was from 7.
Right. Anyway, moving on. The DLC Shadow of Rose, picking up shortly after Village post-credits scene, is 16 years after what happened in Village. Shadow of Rose is progresses the Resident Evil timeline further than any game before it, assuming the events of Village takes place in 2021. Shadow of Rose brings the franchise into the near future of 2037. Yeah. So, yeah, Shadow of Rose is so far in the future. But I think when
she's all grown up and all.
I think with Requiem coming out, I think it might go back a step.
Yeah, Requiem is going back. I think.
So,
or I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see.
Well, I mean, you go back to Raccoon City that's been nuked, but I guess it could be at any point in time because,
let's see. So, as it right now, blah, blah, blah. The story is set in Raccoon City after 30 years after its destruction in RE3. So, yes, 30 years after. But what's the year?
So that was, I think it's 1883, or not 1983. I don't know why I said 18, but 1983, I believe, is when Raccoon City stuff takes place.
After doing research, what's her face didn't die in the game, and she went to be a writer and reporter for a news report. This is dated in 2016. It is unknown the specific year she died, but if you add 8 years to 2016, that means the game either takes place in 2024, 2025, or 2026. So if that is true, that means we're going a decade back of what happened in before Shadow of Rose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Worth a shot.
Huh.
We gotta get going.
Ready when you are. Starting hat. Crack. Jump Q.
This friggin' thing is tough as hell.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster. We did it! Something's aiming at us. Leave it to me. I got him.
Not bad.
You
Leave
know,
the shooting to me.
this feels very arcadey.
That was easy.
Very arcadey, is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Yeah.
Could be just the music. That's why.
Spotted.
Yeah. Don't mean the music definitely is very arcadey.
Now it's my turn.
But yeah, this game right here is a new IP.
Blue Q.
Get some.
But it's definitely using the RE engine.
You're going down.
Yeah.
Not sure if will get this really. Not really kind of my thing.
Right on. How you like this?
Got it.
I mean, it's cool.
It's interesting.
Diana. Diana?
Yeah? What?
See this spot? You think we can get here in one piece?
Yeah, we'll go, and if you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
Pragmata is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam in 2026.
Ooh, Steam.
This year at Tokyo Game Show 2025, we'll showcase a playable demo featuring Pragmata's puzzle and action-based gameplay. Make sure to wishlist and follow us on our socials for all of the latest
I mean,
information.
simple enough.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt it would be simple to play, but
Now let's take a look at the following title.
I don't really care about this.
want me to, just simply.
Ultimate Heart and to
Yeah,
in
because
the
only it's 5:26. I really need to be going to bed, so.
the latest news on
Well,
Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter.
Year 3 has kicked
I
off,
do actually kinda
and
care
the
about
fights
this.
are more exciting than ever. Sagat, the legend
Or
of
returning
Master,
characters.
enters the fray in August.
Ooh.
And from this month, it's time to get wild with a Monster Hunter Wilds collaboration.
Don't care.
Several fighters will receive
That's
new EX
interesting.
colors inspired by the iconic
Not much of a
monsters
Monster
from the
Hunter
game.
person,
You
unfortunately.
won't want to miss out. As we gear up for the next character, Sea Viper, to join
Sea
the roster,
Viper?
be sure
She's
to
coming
check out
back,
the
yeah.
Sea Viper Arrives Fighting Pass, available now. Don't miss out on exclusive content, available only during this limited period. Here's a look at what you can expect when Sea Viper arrives onto the scene next month. Get ready to be shocked.
Workaholic Director of Siren Holdings Research and Development Department. Grace Hill is nothing but a cover story. Crimson Viper. My code name. Stay out of my business.
I mean, her new outfit's fine.
Could you just like
Yeah.
give up now? I have
Do you just like give up now? Interesting.
A B+ for effort. Let's
Her classic outfit.
Ooh.
Okay, her classic outfit looks a little bit better than her new one.
Yeah. So much happening.
I mean, that's what it is, really, with Street Fighter.
even messed up my
Yeah, I know. But it seems a little more so.
Oh.
Also known as Miss Viper, C. Viper made her debut in Street Fighter 4. She's an operative belonging to a certain intelligence organization and is equipped with secret spy gadgets that can burn or shock her targets. She overwhelms her opponents with an offense that incorporates her high jump.
Do you care about
C.
this?
Viper is scheduled for release on October
We can skip
15th.
The hell? What is this?
Its 30th anniversary. To celebrate the occasion, we're launching a special collaboration. A brand new scenario will be available in World Tour mode. This collaboration will be released alongside C. Viper, and it will be a free edition for all players to enjoy. During the collaboration period, the Battle Hub will receive a special makeover. Exclusive collab-themed items will also be free to all players who log in during this period.
Oh,
Expect
get this
thrills
as
and chills in
reward.
this exciting collaboration. Now, we'd like to share new info about Outfit 4. Zangief will be receiving Outfit 4 alongside the release of Sprite, Zangief's Go Full Mecha.
Whoa.
Mech Zangief,
That'd be cool.
a pure outfit. We're teaming to look forward to
Wait,
filler
who?
metal band Cavalera Conspiracy.
Don't know who they are.
Be sure to look forward to. We have one thing. You can get the digital version of Street Fighter that continues. Thank you. It's proudly up 20 cross.
A lot of Street Fighter.
Arrow chat. Next up, Goku qualified to information. Now, take a look at the following title.
Oh, trilogy. Oh. Hold on. Did we miss anything from here? I mean, this looks good, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks good.
I think the only thing I don't like, from the looks of it, for the first maybe 10 minutes or so, you're defenseless.
Resident Evil Requiem, scheduled for release on February 27, 2026.
I don't know.
In this latest Resident Evil game, our protagonist, FBI investigator Grace Ashcroft, will have to confront unknown horrors.
Camera.
Immerse yourself in the world through first-person perspective.
Oh,
Or step
okay.
back and enjoy the action with third-person perspective. Choose the perspective that suits you.
I think that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Join Grace as she revisits her past.
Her
faces
past?
new threats.
Oh. Oh, right. Hold on. This right here supposedly is the Mr. X of the game.
No.
And uncovers the truth behind the Raccoon City incident.
But we kind of wait. I'm confused. We kind of already know what happened. Or are they gonna go into more explaining why were they there in the first place?
Yeah, probably why they were there in the first place.
I mean, besides
And
testing
kind of-
stuff.
Yeah, besides testing stuff. I mean, we really don't know
developments
any
in the
of it.
series story alongside improved gameplay.
We just know Umbrella was there, stuff got out somehow for some reason.
At tomorrow's Tokyo Game
And
Show 2025,
A
you
nuke
can
had to be
experience a
launched.
taste of the horrors awaiting Grace yourself. The available platforms will be the PlayStation 5,
Of course.
desktop PC,
Good.
laptop,
Yay.
Cool.
and the first playable demo for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Man. At least it's on PC.
We hope you'll stop by the Capcom booth and give it a try. Resident Evil Requiem is scheduled for release on February 27, 2026.
Ooh.
But that's
Nice.
not all. Nintendo Switch
Wait a
2
second.
versions of Resident
Oh.
Evil Village and Resident Evil 7
On
are
the
scheduled
Switch
for
2.
release the same day. Experience the Resident Evil series
Welcome
on
to the
Nintendo
family, son.
Switch 2.
Yeah, welcome to the family, son.
Oh, so I'm looking at here on the side. It looks like something got revealed by accident for Requiem. And
By accident.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but Leon got revealed by accident.
Leon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is only a 17-second video.
Can we also get a shout out? Next time you're looking at some Resident Evil Requiem footage, the hair, RE Engine goes so hard on hair.
Yes.
Leon's, Grace's, looking spectacular.
Yeah. Individual strands of hair,
100%.
light filtering through them. And then when you're talking about visuals, this new
I don't think this is it, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Yeah, that doesn't say anything. Anyway.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, the all-new entry in the Swordplay action series. Enjoy this brand new trailer.
Do you care about this or no?
No, not really.
So, I walk the buses.
The power of the Oni is all that's
It looks cool, I mean,
If
Yeah.
I take the gauntlet off,
but I'd rather have Ghost of Yote come out on PC.
One of our
there wasn't the path.
Follow a
Oh, the first two games.
Follow a young Oni Gauntlet soldier to
Monster Hunter, don't care.
Monster Hunter.
Oh wait, hold on.
Final Fantasy?
Yeah, they're doing that. Is that Omega?
That's Omega.
That's a chocobo for sure. That's Dark Knight. That's literally Dark Knight.
Yep.
Oh, they really went okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Not. Wait,
Pictomancer.
Pictomancer.
Crazy.
Poison paralyzed. Oh god.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Dang.
Oh.
Title Update 3 will include a wide variety of content, including involving characters who have come from Final Fantasy XIV's Eorzea.
Alpha.
2 jobs will make
Too bad I kind of dropped FF14 after a bit.
Unleashes part of the Bale Armor Alpha Set bonus skill.
Wait, what armor is that?
Sword and unleashes powerful techniques that Alpha Set skill. Art pouch.
I like how it shows all the moves that you do. And the damage numbers and everything.
Sword, Blackest Night.
Yeah.
Anyway. All years. Together, your best shot.
That's cool.
And DLC will be introduced. 4 nostalgic gestures will be cosmetic. DLC Pack 3 will. They can also already Forest is scheduled. Check it out.
Halloween, okay.
Teens, you'll be able to this and
a lot of stuff I don't really care about.
Your troops.
I think that's about it, Dark. I think this is about it. A lot of Monster Hunter. So much Monster Hunter.
Long Monster
Save
Hunter.
big while this offer lasts. Presentation. Thank you for watching.
Wow, Monster Hunter.
Alright, that's it. That's it, folks.
Alright. I'm going to bed.
I should be honestly going to bed too, so. I still haven't got Snake Eater yet.
Gosh darn it.
Listen,
7 new details?
Where?
Anata. 7 new details right there.
Where?
Below
this?
infield.
Sure, I wasn't good. This.
Welcome back to
only 7 minutes long.
Guys, we have a few more things to talk about in regards to Ananta, as we have ourselves a lot of new information.
For this is one of their older trailers,
which is news about an expected release date. Apparently, in the Ananta,
I think even though people don't really like the bunny girl because of her voice is very high, I think it's fine.
Play it on Android, iOS, PC, and PS5. Apparently, Xbox is not included there. However, the PC and PS5 versions would come out first.
According to the leading gaming magazine, Anta is expected to release in 2016, likely around July or later in the year.
First, we also have a further explanation again here from another news source saying Ananta expect a release date according to the leading game magazine.
But what if it came out in a few months?
Expected to release in 2026, likely around July.
A few months, I mean a few days.
Which, hey, that sounds pretty great. I mean, that would be practically what?
What do you mean a few days? What about tomorrow?
If it was, I mean, to be July, unless I'm getting the dates wrong.
That's wishful thinking right there.
Saying it's been officially announced that the game will debut on PC and PlayStation.
I don't think it's coming out in 20s. I'd like
follow afterwards.
Summer 20s.
But what is said in the magazine, so.
It does seem like Sony.
But then again,
a lot of
those things can't. What the hell?
Their official channel with the trailer reveal and all that.
See that? No, that's something.
That kind of stuff. It seems like they're going to be involved with the game to some
extent.
extent.
You know what I just thought? Besides GTA and all that other games into one thing, what if they added more of a what's a game that does like really big monsters and stuff like that, that's like terrorizing something like a city or something?
Rampage.
Why wouldn't you do something like that?
No, they're not
there's a
making
game
it,
called
obviously,
Rampage for the Wii
developers of the
that
game, but they
you
seem to
play
be
as
invested in
like
it
King
because it would do
Kong
well
or
if
like
this game was on that
any of those
platform
kind of
before anywhere
characters
else, and
and
if it
you
ends up becoming super
rampage the
popular.
city.
So again, it does seem like the release date is at the moment a tentative one, but still, even the ability to know that it might be coming is kind of awesome. But that's not the only thing. Release date is one thing, but we have more. So, the other thing we have is actually, well, 4 things, which is 4 characters that have been confirmed, well, characters that we either knew about, but we haven't seen in a while, and that being, well, 4 of them. First up, Mechanica. Yes, Mechanica has an introduction. We get to see some gameplay of it as well, that somebody was able to capture. Her introduction, she has a whole quest line that you can do with her, which is pretty cool. So Mechanica is confirmed to be in the game, more or less. Again, a lot of people were speculating that most of the characters were going to be removed, that were there during, like, the reveals for, like, Project Mugen, you know, before it was called Ananta. However, now it seems like they are confirming a lot of those old characters are still in here. They haven't removed them. Things haven't changed in that regard. They're still going to be present no matter what, which is pretty awesome. But there's that. But that's not the only one, though. Mechanica is one, but we have more. Ringo is another one, and she was spotted in the selfie mode UI, which again doesn't necessarily confirm that she's in the game, but there has been some sort of like a few different like artworks that have shown up of Ringo, which seem to confirm that she should
It's
be
gonna
in the
be
game
a
as of
stranger.
right now. Again,
Clone
no
code.
confirmations, but it does seem like she's gonna be in there without a doubt. So at least Ringo is confirmed as well, but it doesn't end there. We have a few more, and that being Dilla. Now Dilla is still real. Yes, she is in the game. And
She's
there's
still
an entire,
real.
like section where a player got to play, and you can, like, no joke, straight up do an entire like date with her, like a whole dating sim. It's interesting, but it is in the game.
Of course,
She's in the
dating
game,
sim.
So if anybody was worried about her not being in here, I mean, I think she's one of the characters that was most likely going to remain, so it's not really that surprising. But there you go.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of
She's not the
dating
only
sim
one.
you
We
can
have
do.
2
I'm
more.
like,
And
I'm
that, of
sure
course, would
there's
be
like
Mimica. Now,
just
we
a lot
already
of
knew
slice
that
of
she
life
was in
stuff.
here because we kind of saw her in one of the more recent trailers, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not that crazy, but yes, she is in the game too. But she's not the final one. There is still one more character, and it's a character that like people seem to have kind of glossed over, but it's Enemo. Now, Enemo is like this cowgirl character. I haven't seen much of her before, but it does seem like she's in here too.
Showing the butt.
The most likely confirmation of her was all the way back in like the
Ah,
most
yes.
recent Ananta trailer we had,
they're good-
where they specifically show this one picture in
They're adding a one of those what do you call those people that just a very old thing to do add those people that drops off milk and all that stuff at your house.
No, Milkman?
Yeah. Something very old, but they do it in this game. I don't know,
corner, which you
something
can
like
kind
that.
of gloss, and it seems to be of her specifically. Again, there's no confirmation that it is her, but it does look like it is Enemo. And again, all these characters could end up not being in the game, but it's most likely they will be, based at least on the fact that they are somewhat confirmed at the moment, you know, based on all the stuff we've been witnessing. But yeah. The next thing is, apparently we have the complete map of Ananta from TGS's 2025 demo, and this is coming to us from Ananta.ru, so shout out to them for actually compiling this. But they were
Yeah,
able to-
it does seem kind of small. But it's like, let's see.
I mean,
I would say it's just as big as, or maybe a little bit smaller than Red Dead.
yeah.
Red Dead, you have the whole New Austin down there, and then you have the middle part, and then you have that whole part to the right where Saint Denis is.
to somehow
I mean, it's
piece
bigger
together
than
a bunch
GTA.
of screenshots from different sorts of
Was
gameplay
GTA
to
smaller?
combine essentially into one
Yeah.
image to show what the map seems to look like. And I'm gonna say it right out now, it looks pretty freaking large. It's a decently sized city, and something they did tell us as well, like when they spoke to one of the developers and one of the I think project leaders of Ananta, they actually confirmed
Hey,
something in
Shizu.
the Famitsu like interview, which was
the stream, I
that
hope I had a good one.
apparently this wouldn't be the only location. Very similar to other gacha games or something like Genshin Impact, they will be adding other zones, other maps, other locations entirely into the game, which that just means that we're going to have a lot to play, and there's going to be loads of potential there. Like, they could start things off with this city, but then expand into other cities, other
You know what would be cool? 2 ways to get to the new city. You either take the plane there or something like that, or drive there.
I'll drive. Road trip.
Or be Spider-Man and do that. But drive would be interesting.
Yeah.
Locations. I mean, they can go so many directions with this. They could literally go from a, like an urban city like this, and then just decide, okay, we're gonna add an island where we're gonna base it in the Western style, like literally make it like an old Western or something,
Western
with like
style. That'd be
cowboys
something.
and horses and stuff. And then they can make another island. Like again, the point is there's a lot of room for expansion here, and a lot of ways that they can expand it and make it even larger. And just looking at this map,
think that was
it
kind
does
of the
seem again
point.
significantly large enough with enough places to explore and check out and do things within that you're not going to be especially bored. You're going to have a lot of things to do within the city. And also keep in mind, this is just a map as of right now. The map can obviously change. There will be additions added. There will be things removed, and so on and so forth. Again, there's a lot of things that can change over time.
I hope they don't
it's
remove
not
too
an
much.
End all be all what we see right now. There will be more things included over time, but this is definitely a sick looking map. Trying to pinpoint exactly what is what. We could try to do a video if you guys want to see that, trying to pinpoint the exact map and where everything from the trailers connects to try to make like an interactive map of sorts to see where everything is based on this map. But again, this is also just the demo. It could be that the real map is like 10 times bigger than this. We don't know.
That'd be funny.
I don't think anybody's confirmed that.
If it was 10 times bigger.
Mentioned it.
And
but
like you said, it's just a
gigantic,
demo.
This world.
It's actually a
large
lot
enough
bigger
that
than
we'll
it
have a lot of
is.
fun and a lot of times to enjoy ourselves in here until they release like future updates with more locations and stuff, which that in itself shouldn't be impossible, because by the time like the game comes out, we'll have an entire, like maybe year worth of content to just go through and have fun with before they slowly start, kind of adding extra things and eventually adding an entire new region. Of course, if the game does well, then obviously that will be the case. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I thought I would share with you guys and see what you guys think. So let me know in the comment section down below. Again, if you like these videos, I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe and stay tuned. I'll be trying my best to provide you
hold on.
I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe and stay tuned.
This is the old cast right here.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, her, the two that we kind of know. Yeah.
Best to provide you with all sorts of Ananta content, not just news, but all other things you can possibly imagine when it comes to this game, because I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for this game. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like, and I'll be primarily covering Ananta on this channel, so please stay tuned if you want to. Otherwise, if you don't enjoy the channel, that's totally fine. I'll see you hopefully in the future. Have a great day.
Gonna be something.
Yeah. I mean, they can go as far as like, hey, we program some games to play in the game, like you buy, like, hey, you want to play some games on your computer in your apartment? Or like, yeah, we made, this game within this game and everything, hey, you can buy these games for your console system.
What would be funny?
In your apartment, and
there'll be a game on the computer in your apartment. That's a gacha game.
Yeah,
that would be funny.
That would be so funny. That would be so funny. But
yeah,
I mean, they can even go down that rabbit hole in terms of providing content, because it's very obvious they're allowing for apartment slice of life.
This is NT, by the way.
Well, this looks a lot better than the one video.
I don't know.
Maybe that guy had it on like potato graphics.
Maybe.
But this living quarters feels very sterile. I'm not gonna lie.
What is it? It's almost like your typical expensive mansion kind of deal, though.
True. They all feel sterile. I mean, that's cool.
Oh, that's awful. Hold on. I'll let you take a look. Look at the effects. Reduce dash, dodge, and stamina. Reduce vehicle durability. Attack, increase character pixel cap? I don't know what that is. Oh.
That's horrible. What the heck? That's gross. That's very gross.
That's the one thing that's kind of nasty that I remember. Ghost Online 2 does something very old. The story itself in Ghost Online 2 takes stamina.
Oh, stamina? I hate that.
So that means you can't, like, go through the whole story.
That's so stupid. Like, why?
Oh.
I never understood that. I never understood that.
Oh, I know why. It's a Chinese game, Dark. There's a thing in China that you're actually limited to how much you can play in China.
That's crazy.
It's almost like a law there. Like for example, like you can only play I think 2 or 5 hours a day only, and that's it. You're not allowed to do any more than that.
How do they even monitor that?
Don't know. I mean, the fact that YouTube is replaced with Bilibili. I don't know. China's be like, well, we rather you do something actually meaningful and make money, get a job and all that, not just lounge around and like play video games all day
and have fun.
Limited fun.
Enjoying life.
Also, this feels very I don't know how to say it. It feels like I've been here before.
Yeah.
I mean, the city looks kind of nice.
Yeah. Golden Gate Bridge? It feels like somewhere in a VR chat world.
Yeah. And then compared to
basketball game?
well, shit. Well, okay.
Whoops.
Oh, well, it's not there anymore anyway. Let me find another one.
哎，正好有辆车，给我约会一用，真用了，真用一下。
When it loads, eventually, and when it gets there,
and then I need to actually go to sleep. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. I'm already tired. But...
Yeah, you can actually play basketball.
Heck yeah! You actually drove. Dang! The through the legs dribble.
I didn't see that. Hold on. When did she do it between the legs? I didn't see that.
Right there.
She didn't do that.
It was very quick.
She didn't. Hold on. No, she didn't do it.
Maybe it just looks like she did through between her legs.
It'd be cool if you can just do some tricks. But yeah, you can just play basketball. Oh yeah, she actually switches hand and all that. Oh, you can do a slam dunk.
Slam.
But it was shown in the trailer too. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, really. There's nothing too much about it. Oh, here's a short.
Short.
And that would be it.
Yeah, the Anata looks more appealing, I'm not gonna lie. Between, like, the comparison between those two. There and trailer aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of the city looks nice.
Yeah, both the cities look nice.
It's just like the lighting for Anta down there looks better.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder why Anta is 223 gigabytes big.
Yeah.
Here's something. Here's something dark.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's yep. There it is. My favorite section from Uncharted 4. I loved this section. It was so awesome. Yeah, my favorite section from Uncharted 4.
And here's another comparison. It's literally 1-to-1.
Yeah. That's crazy. Must be that's a coincidence, right? Totally.
No, I'm pretty sure they got the okay to do it.
Yeah, they got the okay.
All right, that should be it.
I'm going to bed. I need to go to bed.
I want to go to bed.
Oh, all right. Well, that's thank everyone for watching.